Hey there, everybody. Welcome to Party Select. We're two dudes and a guy who's out sick. Talk about the best thing that there is, video games. My name is Cody, and today I will be your host. I am joined by the ever illustrious Kyle.
Oh, illustrious.
Illustrious. Looking very illustrious today.
Wow. It's the new hat.
Yes, that's what it is. That's what does it.
Yeah. But yeah, Shea's out sick.
Yeah.
He caught the flu that I had a number of weeks ago.
You guys were kissing each other
he's
too
not
much.
feeling super great. Weird thing to say about brothers, but yep, you caught us. You from Atlanta to Ohio. Those lips just couldn't help but touch.
We were originally going to be doing a tier list as the final piece of content for this month, but we want Shea to be there for that. So we've decided to pivot a little bit, and thankfully Nintendo came through and announced a Direct out of the blue for the Switch 1.
Yeah. Funnily, so initially when this was floating around several days ago, people were like, oh, it's going to be April 1st, the day before the Switch 2 Direct. And then Nintendo just drops it hey, it's happening, Thursday at 10 a.m. It's well, shit. Okay. We should do something for that. And Shea's sick. So this makes a lot of sense. So before it's going to kick off here in just a few more minutes. But wanted to talk about what we know is going to be there, which is nothing, but what we know about the Direct, and then any games that have release dates that are announced that are coming up that might be there, games that are announced that don't have release dates that might be there, and then some rumored games that have not been acknowledged by Nintendo yet, that fingers crossed will show up. So what we know about this Direct is the final Switch 1 Direct, or final Direct solely aimed at Switch 1.
Yeah.
It's going to be around 30 minutes of upcoming Switch titles, and there will be no Switch 2 information at this one. They're saving all of that stuff for the one on the
This is the final
second.
Nintendo Direct where they have to put that disclaimer that there will be no Nintendo Switch 2.
Exactly. So games that have release dates that are coming out near term that we could see some gameplay of. Star Overdrive. I don't know if you remember that one. It's that indie game with the hoverboard. Okay. It's open world, kind of Breath of the Wild-y. Use your hoverboard to attack and stuff. There's that coming out in April. Also in April is the Lunar Remastered Collection. Fantasy Life I, The Girl Who Steals Time, is coming out in May. That's that Animal Crossing a kind of chibi 3D game. There's a new Rune Factory game in May, and then Tales of the Shire somewhat recently got pushed back to July. So I don't know that they would show something more from that here, but that's possible.
Yeah.
So that's all stuff that's coming near term that could be there. Games without release dates: Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky remake. That was confirmed, but no date. Shovel Knight, Shovel of Hope DX. You played Shovel Knight, right?
Yeah, I love Shovel Knight. Yeah.
Yeah. We never got a release date for Pokemon Legends Z to A. So we could get a release date. I doubt it.
Yeah, I doubt that.
Metroid Prime 4 was confirmed to not be at the Switch 2 thing next week. So that could show up here if they're billing it as a Switch 1 game. That's going to be forwards compatible. Professor Layton in the New World of Steam is supposedly this year. And then Hollow Knight Silk Song.
That won't be here. I think that's this year, but I don't think
that's this year. To me, that's a Summer Game Fest thing.
Totally.
Unconfirmed games people are rumor milling about that could be here: The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker or Twilight Princess ports. Those would be huge.
Yeah.
I guess there's a Fire Emblem remake.
Fire Emblem 4, yeah.
And then today's or yesterday, Sakurai, Smash Bros. Boy, quote tweeted the Direct with a haha something statement. And people are theorizing that could be Smash 64 on Nintendo Switch Online, or the thing that a subset of people have been clamoring for is the remaster or the remake for Kid Icarus Uprising. So those things have been floating around. Also, that Final Fantasy IX remake.
Yeah, that's a thing, right?
What about that? I don't know that would show up at a Nintendo thing, but
yeah,
you never know.
Yeah. With Nintendo, you super never know.
That's just me trying to manifest it.
Sure. Yeah, I know. I'm manifesting that Wind Waker Twilight Princess collection. I feel like I've heard that's been ready and waiting for a year now. So let's go ahead.
Are we going?
We're live. Let's get into this.
Okay. All right. Nintendo.
Oh, all right. This could be the.
Okay.
Oh, that's. Yeah.
Is that Fire Emblem?
Yeah, it's definitely Fire Emblem. No, that's Dragon Age, right? I don't know.
It?
They all kind of look the same.
This
is Dragon Age.
This is the Dragon Age,
not Dragon
or
Age.
Dragon Quest,
Dragon
1 and 2.
Yeah, would they announce that here? Did the 3 thing come out on Switch?
It's out, yeah.
Huh. Is this the 1 and 2 then, maybe?
Probably.
Oh man, that looks good.
I know. I just want this for every video game ever. It looks so good. What a great idea.
That looks good.
It's so good.
Huh. I wonder if this is the first 2.
I mean, surely it's not just an ad for the one that came out.
Right.
I would think it'd be 1 and 2. I don't know enough about them to tell about those cutscenes.
No idea. No. Oh, 1 and 2. Okay.
Okay.
That's a little trippy.
A little fake. Okay, this year.
All right.
No date.
No date.
What are we fucking doing?
I'm Shinya Takahashi, and I'll
What are we doing,
report
Takahashi?
for today's Nintendo Direct. Today, we'll be providing information on.
I wonder if that's like
Nintendo
some weird
Switch
thing where
games.
they don't want to allude to a Switch 2 date by
We'll also
giving
have
anything a date
Nintendo Direct
when
for
that's literally
Nintendo
like
Switch 2
next week.
on April 2nd. So please
Like-
tune in for that as well. What you just saw was Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D remake from Square Enix.
That is what we just saw. Thank
Another
you.
character appeared at the end. What kind of adventure awaits? We hope you're excited for more information.
Another character appeared at the end.
I don't know anything about these games.
Let's see the first batch of headlines.
Last time they're doing that, I think.
From dire
Yeah.
straits.
It's gonna be a lot of this. I feel.
No
fear.
hope. This is the Switch 2 Direct. No hope.
2 minutes until oxygen 0.
Whoa. All right.
Sorry, could we take that voice recording one more time?
What?
Dante?
The latest entry in the
Or
Somnium
Date.
Files series is stirring.
No, she said Dante. This is a Devil May
No,
Cry game.
that's Kaname Date, bro.
Yeah. I think you mean Kamane Dante.
Dante and his Inferno. Yeah.
Is to track down Iris, an internet idol who has been trapped in a mysterious escape.
This is one of the layers of hell.
Yes,
Conduct
it's
interviews
true.
to investigate Iris's whereabouts. Dive into a subject's dreams to reveal clues hidden deep within their psyche.
Oh boy, it's gonna be 25 minutes of this.
Mind-bending puzzles in an
Probably.
explorable environment.
Safe assumption.
Everything you learn will bring you one step closer to the truth. Uncover what's hidden in reality and dreams to rescue.
Oh, hell yeah. Dude, this game's got Bunny Girl?
Reality and
The
dreams,
Somnium
too.
Files launches on the Nintendo
Damn.
Switch system July 25th. Unleash the supernatural.
Oh boy.
A classic
Good song.
Atlas action
Yeah.
RPG returns with remastered HD graphics and enhanced gameplay.
Raidu
I've
remastered.
never heard of
Set
this.
in the capital city in the year Taisho 20, Raido Kuzunoha makes his living as an apprentice detective. But unbeknownst to others, he also fights alongside demons as a devil summoner. To protect the capital, Raido must investigate a series of supernatural cases. Fight in real-time battles alongside demons you summon. Work with your demons to strike an enemy's weak point, then follow up with a powerful attack. Cooperation is the key to victory. You can even
It's
turn
funny-
opposing demons into allies.
that a remaster
Demons
for an
can also
old
be
game
useful outside of battle,
looks the same
and their powers
Gameplay
are helpful in finding solutions
as
during investigation.
any one of these other video games, kinds of video games that have
Guide Rido
released.
through a
Yeah,
series
true.
of
Like they're all
strange
just
incidents.
they're all just still making the same game
Yes.
over there, huh?
100%.
He uncovers a conspiracy that will shake the capital to its core. Rido Remastered: The Mystery of the Soulless Army launches
All right.
on Nintendo Switch June
Rido.
19th. Pre-orders begin later
For all you
today
Rido heads
on
out there, it's the
Nintendo
big news.
Yeah, filling out the summer block, bro.
Consume darkness.
darkness.
For breakfast.
With your memories gone, you have been summoned to a strange,
Cosmos?
unfamiliar world, where you're greeted by
Oh,
a yellow orb
Pac-Man.
known as Puck. But who is this spherical stranger? More
Puck
in a
Man.
mysterious, maze-like world. Your battle for survival begins.
Oh, wow.
Look at this Flash
Puck
video
guides
game.
you on your journey,
That's a
you'll
Flash
delve
animation
deeper
right
into
there.
the expansive world. By examining your surroundings, you can phase shift and combine with Puck to explore areas you couldn't reach
Oh,
before.
we've seen this.
Oh, okay. This is actually right. I forgot they were making
Like a Pac-Man
weird
horror
Pac-Man games.
game.
Yeah, I totally forgot they were making weird Pac-Man games now.
To unleash powerful attacks.
Mecha Pac-Man.
By consuming your prey, you'll collect resources that can then be used to enhance your abilities.
It's like
Work to
They had an
accomplish
idea.
Puck's true goal.
And then gave it no
To
budget.
survive this
Oh.
cruel world. Experience a dark twist on the iconic Pac-Man when Shadow Labyrinth
Wow.
launches on Nintendo Switch
July
That game's
18th.
real dumb.
Yeah.
Oh,
Rhythmic march begins.
is this the new
Okay.
one? Or have they remastered
No.
Remasters of
They have,
Oh.
yeah, they have
Patapon
not.
2 are drumming onto Nintendo Switch
Shit.
as one bundle.
those? All right.
Play your drum to the beat and give different
Hell
commands
yeah.
to the Patapon army.
You know,
Pata,
these
pata,
games are better than that
Patapon
new game because these
advances
games are
them
not
forward,
roguelikes.
Right.
While Pawn Pawn Patapon has
Oh
them
yeah, give me that good crunchy audio. Good crunchy PSP audio.
Glad they
With
haven't
good timing,
made that any better.
Patapons enter fever mode and get a big boost in
Viva! Andiamo!
Remember the tree?
Andiamo!
Dun 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 dun
Dun
dun.
dun.
Patapon. Build up your battalion to take
Oh,
on
hell yeah.
hordes of fierce foes.
Dude, Patapon 2 is fucking incredible.
Yeah, man.
Patapon 2
New
is so
features
good.
have been added,
Oh,
so you can
difficult.
advance to the beat of your own
Okay.
drum. Lead the Patapons and march forth when Patapon 1+2 Replay launches on Nintendo Switch
Okay.
July 11th.
July 11th.
Hell yeah. Alright, finally a good video
Welcome
game.
to Zephyr Town, a cozy place nestled in a windswept valley. This is where your new life begins.
Wow, this looks better than the last like 3 Pokemon games.
First cropping up
Story
on the
of
Nintendo
Seasons
DS
Grand
system,
Bazaar.
this immersive farming and life sim has no shortage of activities to get up to.
Carol will be excited about this.
Yeah.
Tend to your farm
Oh, boy.
while growing crops and caring for animals.
Look at that chunky cow.
That is a
Then
chunky
sell your
cow.
produce and other wares at the town's weekly bazaar. As bazaar sales grow, you'll help the once famous market regain its former splendor.
Inspiring, honestly.
You can also get to know the locals
I'd like to spend more time with you.
and maybe nurture a
shit.
relationship.
Really?
If you find that special
Yo!
someone.
Oh, really?
Spend more time with me,
Plus,
6-year-old
taking
looking
advantage of
woman.
Zephyr Town's windy conditions can make travel and other tasks a breeze.
God, the frame rate looks so bad.
The winds of
Yeah,
change
dude.
are coming.
It's just the
Your new
Switch
life
now,
on the
man.
farm begins
Well,
when
always.
Story
It's always
of
been the
Seasons
Switch.
Grand Bazaar launches on the Nintendo Switch system
August
August
27th.
27th.
Please look forward to the latest entry in the Story
Please
of
look forward to
Seasons
it.
series.
Please.
Please, please, God, buy this game.
Next, please take a look at this.
Okay.
Oh shit! All right. Okay. You know what? I will look at this.
So that will not be at the Switch 2. Double confirmed.
Double confirmed. Let's fucking go. Hey, this looks way worse than that thing they showed a couple years ago or whatever. A year ago. I am not surprised.
Planet
Vuros.
Vuros.
Samus finds a
I've got to get more Vuros for my streams. Click this link to get easy
Man,
Vuros.
look at that fucking Halo-ass mini-map.
Yeah,
Top left.
that's good. That's good.
Samus must scan stone figures and other relics to carve a path forward.
This game is scanning?
How innovative.
Dude, I can't wait to scan and read stuff. Fuck, man.
She's not alone, though. Abhorrent, alien creatures living in the jungle are waiting to strike.
Those are good enemy designs.
Yeah.
You think that's a weak point on their chest, perhaps?
Yeah, perhaps. It just might be.
Do you think you could scan those enemies?
Probably. Get some hot scannage.
As she explores the planet, Samus is granted mysterious and ancient powers. Psychic abilities.
That's dumb. They shouldn't do that.
These powers
But that's okay.
allow Samus to operate mechanisms and to open doors.
All right.
They also allow her to control the trajectory
Listen.
of her being with the power.
If I can speak
of
my
her
truth
mind.
here, I am so uninterested in this.
But why?
Really?
That's
Powers bestowed
totally.
upon Samus.
There's not a.
This is like one of the reasons why I got a Switch.
Well, hey, it seems like you'll still be able to play it on your Switch One.
Yeah, and it'll be a really bad
Yeah,
experience.
sure will.
When does this come out, though? Is the thing?
I
Because
bet we'll find out.
here's my take, my hot take.
What will be her fate?
I know what this
as
video
they
game
summon
is.
to Vuros.
Everyone knows what this video game is.
Blinding
Yeah.
beyond space
Just
and
tell us the
time
date.
Are beginning to weave
Yeah.
a new tale.
Oh. 2025.
Fuck you with that bullshit.
I swear it's because they don't want to allude to
Yeah.
the Switch
Yeah.
2 date.
It's so stupid. Oh, we got another hot suit? Or is this a different? This is a new suit or different
I
Samus?
think it's a different suit.
Yeah.
It looks like even more challenges await Samus.
Psychic suit.
We hope you're looking forward to exploring with Samus's new psychic abilities.
That part does nothing for me.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's move on.
Oh,
to
but
some
that's okay.
headlines.
We're just moving on.
All right. Hey, you know, I'll play that.
Stir up some
Yeah.
mischief.
Sure.
Once upon a time, there was a drab coffee shop that transformed into a magical potion cafe.
Oh my.
Oh my fucking
Potionista
god.
of the Cursed Cafe. You'll craft concoctions for Disney villains and get to know them in a new light. Mix ingredients to brew all sorts of strange
I hate that I have to take
elixirs.
notes on all these
Then
games.
serve them to your villainous visitors, including
This is
Ursula
like
and
Wanderlust
Gaston.
for Disney
With
adults.
help from Yzma, you can
Wanderstop.
optimize your
Wanderstop
ingredients
for
to
Disney
produce
adults.
some
Yes.
wildly wicked creations. The potions you make can influence each customer's
You know what? At
storyline,
least they have the best
leading to
Disney movie in
different
there.
outcomes
Emperor's New
every
Groove.
time you
Hey, you're
play.
right.
Who knows what mischief might happen? Disney Villains Cursed Cafe launches on Nintendo Switch
Today.
later today.
There's the shadow drop.
Wow.
Got that out of the way.
Summon a
Oof.
spellbinding adventure.
They should have just released Metroid Prime 4
Is
today.
this? This is Witchbrook.
Hot?
Welcome to Witchbrook College, where
Oh, yeah.
students strive to master the magical arts.
Oh, are we getting a date for this?
During class, use magic circles to perform rituals. Fly on brooms.
This is not Haunted
Learn
Chocolatier,
advanced
which
No.
is,
techniques to go
I
from
think, what
witching
you're thinking
training
of.
to
No, I
skilled
know
spellcaster.
Witchbrook as well.
Okay.
There's also plenty to do outside of class. Hang out with friends at their homes.
This looks really nice.
Yeah.
Take
Art's
on
good.
various jobs to help pay for tuition. or use the spells you've learned to craft and sell original items.
Hang on, this
Plus,
game is
up to 4
crafting?
players
Oh, yeah.
can make magic
Hold up.
together in
Oh, yeah.
online co-op.
4-player co-op.
Explore this whimsical world on the road to
Oh, this is great.
graduation and beyond.
Can I put, like,
Are
flame
you ready
decals
for a
on my broom?
spellbinding
That'd be
journey?
pretty sweet.
Enrollment begins when
Holiday.
Witchbrook
Holiday.
flies onto Nintendo Switch this holiday. Action,
Yeah.
adventure, and arcade games await. Set off on a fantastical mission.
So they're
to eliminate
giving
the
dates for
mysterious
stuff
deity.
through the summer,
In this hand-drawn
but nothing
platforming
after that?
adventure, you'll explore an
So I wonder if that
expansive
means Switch 2 is
archipelago
fall.
where
Like
nightmares and
August,
wonder
maybe?
collide.
I think everything we've
Yeah.
seen has been
Trusty cane
pre-August,
with
right?
magical parts. Then use its
Story of
abilities
Seasons,
to
August
find your own
27th.
path
Oh,
through the
shit, so
enchanting
maybe, yeah.
world.
Maybe it's
Can
like
Could be
you
September
uncover
or
the secrets
October.
the archipelago holds?
Yeah.
Find out when The Eternal Life of Goldman launches on Nintendo
Goldman.
Switch this holiday.
No title screen?
Celebrate the 40th
Eternal
anniversary
Life
Gradius
of
with a
Goldman and
collection of
Sachs.
Arcade shoot 'em up games from across the series.
Gradius.
Titles include Gradius, Salamander, Light Force, Gradius 2, Gradius 3,
Gradius 4?
and Salamander 2. Some titles come with multiple versions, including ones
Oh,
from
that's
different
cool.
regions and launch years.
That's fun.
Plus, take the helm in a brand new entry, Salamander 3.
Salamander 3?
They have Gradius 1, 2, 3,
Gradius
and
Origins
Salamander 1, 2,
launches
3?
on the Nintendo Switch system August 7th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. Battle to the beat.
Pre-order this
is
digital
the
product.
Necro Dancer. Press
game's
the
good.
corresponding buttons in each lane to fight monsters in rhythm-based combat. Keep the cadence going with epic boss battles. quirky
This makes sense for the
minigames,
Switch.
Yeah.
remix stages, and global leaderboards. Plus, more musical mayhem awaits in the Celeste Music Pack paid DLC.
Nice.
And be on the lookout for more DLC in the future. Rift of the Necro Dancer launches on Nintendo Switch later today.
All right, now the Shadow Drop.
Okay.
Let's see what's in store.
This isn't
Welcome to
Animal Crossing, we
Tamagotchi
promise.
Saga, a brand new
Oh,
entry in the Tamagotchi
Oh,
Connection
shit.
series.
Kara's gonna flip.
There are stores galore. Design glasses at the eyewear shop. Polish pearly whites solo or with a friend.
Kara
at
just
the
bought a
dentist.
new
And
Tamagotchi,
arrange
like, a
plays
month
believe
ago.
those are still a thing.
Afternoon tea shop.
Yeah.
12 wonderful stores need your help.
Man, if they show anything with
Provide
too
good
much
customer
movement,
service to
the
get high
frame rate
ratings
is
and
just
upgrade each shop.
awful.
It's just
In
a
doing so,
bad
you'll
piece
get
of
to meet
hardware
more
now.
Tamagotchi,
It's
making
old.
the town livelier than before. With over 100
Oh.
new and classic Tamagotchi, business is sure to be booming. Get ready to set up shop
Tamagotchi?
when Tamagotchi Plaza launches on Nintendo Switch June 27th.
June 27th.
We're gonna get a date.
Welcome to
maybe.
Pokemon Legends ZA,
Probably.
a new title in the Pokemon series. You'll begin your adventure by choosing one of
I don't know
three
about this,
partner
man.
Pokemon.
I feel like every new Pokemon game they make,
The setting is this
They, like-
metropolis that also appeared in the Pokemon
they go the
X
wrong
Pokemon
direction with the
Market,
art style.
Lumio City.
And they just keep going in this. Here's the trajectory they should have taken, and this is the trajectory they're on, and they just can't divert anymore.
Urban redevelopment plan. Here, we'll get a glimpse into the lives of the Pokemon and people of Lumio City.
Because I think like the
Scattered all
Pokemon
over
company
town are wild zones.
truly believes
These
people
areas are special
want
environments where
Pokemon
wild
in
Pokemon
our
can live
world.
comfortably, even
Yes.
within the city.
Maybe some people do.
You can
Sure.
catch
I
Pokemon
think
here.
the majority of Pokemon enjoyers just want to live in the
They might
Pokemon
be
world.
hostile.
Yeah.
If you
They don't
sense
want to
trouble,
be here
get
anymore
to
because
some-
here is bad.
Right.
There are Pokemon
So, like,
that
stop
live
making it look
outside
like
wild
here.
zones, too.
Make it look like
Man,
there.
this is so boring.
Some of them can
Yeah.
even be found on rooftops.
Whoa.
People
All right.
with Pokemon live easygoing lives in Lumio City.
I don't know, man.
But
I'm just an old
when
curmudgeon.
night falls,
No, I get it.
the city's aura
fuck.
transforms. Highly skilled trainers are invited to participate in a tournament, the ZA Royale. Trainers
With
await
cheese.
in battle zones. If you're spotted, they'll challenge you to battle.
This music's pretty
Strike
good.
first Before
Yeah.
being seen, and you'll land
Not
a
bad.
surprise attack. During battles, using a super effective move at the right moment is key.
I don't want to run around a city.
Who does?
And with Mega Evolution, some Pokemon can power
Especially a
up
city that
even
looks
more.
as bad as this city looks.
You'll start at rank Z
Yeah.
and work your way up to rank A.
It's like sub
Trainers
GameCube.
who reach the
Yeah.
top are said to have a wish granted.
That fucking Rodom thing is the
Day
dumbest.
I hate it.
Tonight,
It is so
there's two
stupid.
sides to
So
Lumio
stupid.
City. It seems there are even more secrets.
But I mean, like, that's what
waiting to
happens
be
when you have to come up with new Pokemon,
What
right?
you
Is like
find
anything
on
in
your
the video
adventure.
game then needs to become a Pokemon.
Legends
That's why
CA.
they have motorcycle
Launching from Nintendo
Pokemon.
Switch
They have a
later this
lawnmower Rotom. It's like Mo Rotom or
Lumio
something.
City, where the game is set, the aura transforms.
It is
between
so
day
stupid.
and night. It seems there are even more
That said
secrets to
late
uncover.
2025, which I
Please be
think
on
is
the
what
lookout
they had
for more
said
information
at
in
the
future.
Pokemon Presents for it as well.
Yeah.
Next, please take a look at this.
They've done bad things to Pokemon.
Hello there. Boop. The game you're about to see, boop, doesn't have a big, epic story. Boop. But what it does have is lots of funny little rhythm
Oh, is this
games.
the Rhythm Heaven?
You wanna see?
I do want to see.
Just press the
Oh, it's
button
me.
through the ring.
Man, that is me right now, though.
Oh, I'm glad we got to see them hit the button. That's helpful.
It sounds easy,
Oh,
but the timing is super tricky.
what is this?
Maybe you could try it in
don't
time to a rhythm.
I do this with my controller when I'm keeping the beat.
Why do we need
You
the?
might do almost
This is a
anything
good- this is a good video
with
game.
rhythm.
So finally,
Okay.
someone made a good video game.
With practice, you might even be able to play it with your eyes closed.
I assume this is Rhythm Heaven, right?
It's got to be.
Get into the rhythm with a brand new entry in the Rhythm Heaven
There we
series,
go.
Yeah.
Rhythm Heaven Groove.
2026.
All right. That's a fucking
That
bummer.
was Rhythm Heaven
is what that
Groove,
is.
A brand new entry.
I don't
in
want to
the
have to
Rhythm
wait
Heaven
until
series.
2026 to play that.
It
That sounds
includes
great.
Lots of music produced by renowned Japanese musician Tsunku.
Sunku.
What kinds of rhythms do you think you'll hear? We hope you're looking forward to it. Next, we have news about the use of digital games on your system.
The use
Please
of
take a look.
digital games on your system.
Okay.
With game cards, you can put a game featuring Mario in this Nintendo Switch system and a Legend of Zelda game in this one, freely inserting the games you have on hand into any system you want. But what if digital games could be as flexible and convenient as game cards?
Interesting.
Well, here's what we came up with. Introducing
The thing that everyone else has
Virtual
been
Game
doing.
Card.
But in our own
Future,
stupid way.
Virtual game cards can be used for digital games.
Yeah, so it saves it to your account and then you
When
log
purchasing
into
the
your
digital
account
version of
on
the
another
game,
system.
It will be loaded onto your system as a virtual game card, allowing you to
Yeah.
play that title.
Haven't you already been able to do this?
No.
Your
So you
digital
can have
games
two
will be
switches,
lined up
a
as
primary
virtual
and a
game
secondary
cards on a
switch.
dedicated management
And you can
screen.
only play your games on those two devices.
Wow.
Otherwise, you have to
Load
unregister
and
one.
eject your virtual game
Okay.
cards and manage which games you can
Yeah.
play on your system.
Except this is dumber because it's not just tied to your account. There's this extra layer on top that is this video
If you
card.
have two
Yes.
Nintendo
Digital
Switch
video card
systems, you can eject a virtual game card from one and load it onto the second. Now you can play this game on the second system wherever and whenever you want, just as if you had inserted a physical game card. With virtual game cards, you can freely load and arrange which games you play on up to 2 systems. Local communication with your second system is required, but only the first time.
So it is the same thing. It's
You
still
can
just two
also lend
systems,
out
right?
Virtual game cards
Yes.
to your Nintendo account family group members.
Oh, family account.
And
That,
that-
was
Group
nice.
member system
Yeah,
through
up to
local
8.
wireless
So,
when
like,
you want to
again, more
lend a game.
limitations.
Choose the title you're lending.
Nintendo's printing money with Switch
And who
shit.
you're
Like, they don't
lending to.
need to be doing this shit. They could just do the thing that everyone else does. But they're too Nintendo to do that.
You're
And
done.
that makes them great and
They
also
can
makes
now
them
play on
terrible.
their own system. You can only
This
lend
shit makes
one
me so
game at a
mad
time to a
because they're
particular
like,
person.
look at this awesome thing we can let you
Lend
do.
out
It's
for
like
2
everybody
weeks,
else lets you
after
do
which they
this
will
everywhere
automatically
else in the
return
gaming
to you.
industry.
So
Sit
you
down,
can,
Nintendo.
You can lend your
Making
games out
digital
for
games
14
even
days, and then
easier
they're
to
automatically
use.
returned.
Virtual game card.
Fucking crazy. Fucking crazy, dude.
The virtual game card feature lets you swap
Is
games
bad.
between Nintendo Switch systems
Oh, wait, did I say that out loud?
as well as to Nintendo Switch 2 systems. This feature is planned to be added via a system update in late April. Let's take a look at more Nintendo Switch games.
Dude, that's so dumb.
Hey,
Just
this
do what everyone else. Okay, this is that. Oh, and there's that other one.
Oh,
You know, High on Life was fine.
never played.
I beat that game.
Wow.
I don't beat very many video games anymore.
Wandering Village. Oh, that's good art.
Uh-huh. Yeah, Wandering Village is a neat concept.
Wow.
I'll be your king of meat. Lose Lagoon?
Huh.
I've not heard of that.
Oh, man.
Yeah, this is that Fantasy Life I game. But I didn't realize the frame rate was going to be that. Holy shit.
Uncover history once more.
Look, if I was going to have a Fantasy Life, it would have great frame rate.
Yeah,
An
yeah, it'd be a
HD
little
remaster
higher
of
than
Saga
that.
Frontier 2 is venturing on to Nintendo Switch.
Okay.
Meet Gustav, the royal heir, and Will.
So
the
this must be
explorer.
out elsewhere already?
Two heroes
I guess,
whose
yeah.
fates and legacies will intertwine across generations in this epic RPG.
It's got that Tactics Advance sprite
Yes.
work.
Yep.
Experience the original story, along with brand new events that expand the vibrant world of Sondale.
Saga is
Plus,
on my list
team
of
up with more
games to get
characters in
someday.
And transfer stats to allies through the parameter inheritance system.
Parameter inheritance system.
After finishing the main story, you can test your metal and might.
If I have
against
kids
even
someday,
more
I'm going to make sure they
powerful
inherit my
bosses.
parameters.
What histories will you uncover?
Otherwise, they're
through
not
the
my
ages?
kids.
Saga Frontier 2 Remastered launches on Nintendo Switch later today.
All right.
Okay.
Monumental adventures await.
This is an Apple Arcade game for a long time.
Okay,
Peaceful
sure.
journeys across this series of
I'm
beautiful
glad
puzzle games.
These games are
Wander
not
through
relegated to that
isometric
platform
worlds
Yeah.
anymore.
filled with stunning landscapes to manipulate.
So I do not trust
Optical
Apple to give a shit
illusions
about
to
games
discover,
preservation. So
and mystifying secrets to unfold. In Monument Valley, lead the silent Princess Ida in her quest for forgiveness, while outsmarting
I've heard people
the
talk about
enigmatic
this.
Crow people.
Seems neat.
I really like it, yeah.
Different journey awaits in Monument Valley 2. Guide Ro in her adventure through motherhood as she and her child unlock the secrets of the sacred
As she and her
geometry.
child inherit each other's parameters.
All their additional chapters, add-ons, and DLC. The first 2 Monument Valley games launch on Nintendo Switch April 15th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. And help Noor on her journey to restore the world's light in Monument Valley 3, setting sail on Nintendo Switch this summer.
Interesting. Good for them.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. What are we doing?
Nice
A
shot.
brand new entry in the Everybody's Golf series is driving onto Nintendo Switch.
You know what?
Aim.
This was not on my bingo card for today.
Press just right and take your shot.
Nice shot.
Perform backspins, side
Whoa,
spins,
whoa.
and other special shots.
Okay, you know what? Golf would be far more interesting
Player
With-
challenge
with
if
flames.
flames came off the ball.
Face off against a
Yeah.
range of rivals to become the ultimate golfer. In Wacky Golf, your shots could get pulled into holes.
Wacky golf.
or obstacles
Oh,
might
man.
fall. It's golf that's not quite par for the course.
Man, I hate it when a
Up to 4
mysterious
golfers can
monolith
compete
falls
Yeah,
on the
it's
green
the worst.
or
and
in
interferes with
online
my
golf.
shot.
That's the worst.
So just relax.
Where's our Ribbit King remaster?
And get ready to tee off.
See, now you're asking the real
Everybody's Golf
questions.
Hot Shots lands on Nintendo Switch this year.
Frolf is where it's at.
Yeah, Frolf's where it's at. 100%.
Oh, the new Captain
Knights
America
are
game.
Marvel's greatest superheroes in the fight against evil. Pair up 2
What
heroes
is-
from the roster
okay.
of 15, including the likes of the spectacular Spider-Man
All right.
and the ferocious Wolverine to take on the
This is a
challenge.
new game?
From
Yeah.
close quarters
I guess this is
combatants
new,
to
right?
laces, you can mix and match a variety of
Yeah, they
heroes
should totally
from
make
an
more
amazing
games like
array of
this.
Yes.
possibilities. And swap between your team
Art's
of
good.
2 at any
Yeah.
time. Take advantage of your team's strengths to overwhelm your foes. Plus, up to 4
Who's
players
that
can assemble
that came in
for
with the, like,
local and
energy
online
sword?
co-op
Yeah, I don't know. Is that?
Who is that?
I don't know. Couldn't tell
The
you.
white hair?
The battle for
Huh.
the fate of the
No idea who
Marvel
that is.
Universe begins when Marvel Cosmic
Hmm.
Invasion launches on the Nintendo Switch system this holiday.
Okay.
That was Marvel Cosmic Invasion, where you'll battle as a tag team of different superheroes. Next is our last game announcement. Please take a look.
Having a flying character in those side-scroller beat-em-ups is cool.
Uh,
What?
oh.
What the fuck
This
is
is
this?
this is that like Tomodachi Life shit.
Me? Well, no, they already showed that. Tamagotchi. Oh, Tomodachi.
Tomodachi. They've made these before, right?
Okay.
Wow,
I
that
guess
was
not
such
to
a
be
fucking
confused
fat
with
gap.
Tamagotchi.
Tomodachi Life, living the dream.
Man. Yeah, sorry, my internet keeps dropping. That was one of the worst bait and switches I've experienced in a while.
Did you want to talk?
Glad that was only a dream.
That was Tomodachi Life, Living the Dream. The
I don't
first
know what the
entry
fuck
in
that was
series
either.
In over 10 years. In the trailer, we saw Mii characters living on an island out at sea. What kinds of interactions do you think they'll have? We hope you're looking forward to it.
I'm not.
So it's just like a bad Sims?
Thank you for watching
You're
today's
kidding
Nintendo
me,
Direct
dude.
so far. Our final
Oh.
announcement
Oh.
is something a little different that's not a
Oh.
game.
oh,
Here's Mr. Miyamoto to introduce it.
oh.
Hello.
Oh, God bless
We
him.
encourage everyone to throw your Switch ones in the trash.
Nintendo Direct. Since 2011,
Is this a
Nintendo
movie?
Direct has delivered Nintendo news directly,
Or is it a theme park?
and now these presentations have grown into an event that many people watch. Thank you all very much.
You're welcome.
We'll continue to broadcast Nintendo Direct presentations, but we're also launching a new channel based on the concept of delivering information to you directly. This is a smart device app called Nintendo Today, which functions like a daily calendar. In the app, you can view different Nintendo events. We will also be delivering all sorts of content about Nintendo games and characters every day. After the Nintendo Direct for Nintendo Switch 2 on April 2nd, news about Nintendo Switch 2 will be delivered to you daily and directly through the Nintendo Today app as well. Nintendo Today will be available to download on smart devices later today.
Later, Nintendo Today.
Anyone with a Nintendo account can use the app, so please try it out. That's all I have to share. I hope
Okay,
you enjoy
thanks,
using
Miyamoto.
Nintendo Today.
I'm not downloading that, Miyamoto. Not even for you.
That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Thank you for watching.
Where's Wind Waker, man?
I'm going to say something. They don't care about us anymore. They don't. We're not the biggest market anymore. They don't care about us. That's not entirely true. Like, I am pumped for Metroid Prime 4. Witchbrook looks great. Rhythm Heaven Groove will be awesome. And then I'm sure that Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D remake, I'm sure that'll be really good.
Weird for that Rhythm Heaven game to be at this. With this being predominantly Switch 1 games.
Right. Oh, Patapon 1 and 2 replay. That's big for me too. So yeah, I had a handful of stuff that's great.
Yeah.
What are your takeaways?
I don't know.
Do you have anything that
I don't know that I have
about?
anything that I was like, I mean, like, I like Patapon 1 and 2. I doubt I'll get that remaster though. Like, I'm not like
sure
Jones into to get back into that. I mean, I've been looking forward to Witchbrook. Obviously, I'm not Switch is not my platform of choice when I end up playing that. I'm sure that'll be multi-platform release. So
right.
I mean, I'm excited for that
PC.
existence, not specifically as it relates to Switch.
Right. Man, I really think that virtual game card system is really rotten. Nintendo, like, this is not the charming area of Nintendo. Like, this is not the area in which they should apply their Nintendo charm, which is like user experience. They should apply it to the games that they make and like some fun hardware stuff. The user interface software side of their consoles is not where they should be applying their charm, I don't think.
Yeah.
Like, the time of the Wii is past, right? The gimmicky, it's like all that stuff. Like, we are spoiled for choice now. And more people are playing games than ever before on more platforms than ever before. And if you're going to proffer up a system that is worse than basically any other ecosystem on the environment or any other ecosystem available, I think that's really irresponsible and poorly thought out. Like, every other gaming ecosystem allows you to sign into an account and download your games that you own tied to your account. Nintendo's not really doing that. They have all these limitations stacked on top, and I think that's just really unhealthy.
Yeah.
I find that to be really sad, and it's not disappointing, because I would expect frankly, I expect nothing different from Nintendo. I think they fumble the bag on this stuff all the time.
Because what's interesting is if you have the physical version, you can put that thing in any Switch.
Right.
And play it. So if you're trying to say this is the virtual version of that, it's not. it's right. Not the same.
You can have 2 Switches.
Right.
Yeah. And the family share stuff is fine, but it's like, 14 days though.
That's crazy. I guess it's just for like kids, mostly probably like an adult
guess.
Switch owner and letting their kids play a game.
But like, I get like, I mean, here's my Switch. If I was going to play a game, or if I was going to buy a game for this platform, looking at what they just showed me, why would I not buy a cartridge?
Yeah.
If it's available.
Yeah.
And that's part of the problem is they're increasingly not available.
Right.
Why would I not fucking buy a physical games media?
Yeah.
So actually, I guess I should be thanking Nintendo because I want physical games media to stick around as long as possible.
Right.
So I should thank them for encouraging people to do that indirectly.
Yeah.
But I don't get the limitation. Well, no, I do get the limitations. It's about money.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about account information safety. It's not about any of that shit. It's not even really about creating a fun environment, a wacky environment for whatever. It's just they have this unhealthy culture around not appropriating anything.
Yeah.
And I would like to see Nintendo's version of this where they take the lessons, like the best parts of what exists in the ecosystem and like add their flair to it, not their limitations or restrictions to
totally.
it.
You know, that's a good point too, because so often it feels like Nintendo is behind the other 2 major parties and Xbox
100%.
and Sony and even Steam to that extent. So you think that would be the approach they take, is that we'll let them do it, learn from their mistakes, and make a better version of that. And they just never do.
Right.
They just never do.
Yeah, like calling it virtual game card with that explanation of how you share stuff, that's all very Nintendo. And then they layer on these weird restrictions. That's the really bad part, is the point I was trying to get at. Yeah. Like that does not bring me joy the way that Nintendo likes to do. Overall, that Direct, like I said, I got a handful of stuff that I really liked from it. You maybe not so much. I'll be interested to hear what Shea has to say about it.
Mm-hmm.
We have maybe we'll be able to chat a little bit about his thoughts on the video next week for this before we launch into the Switch 2 Direct on Wednesday.
Yeah.
And if not, then we'll be able to talk about it on the flagship podcast that goes up in a couple weeks. Yeah. That, without all that stuff, this was a fine Direct for me. It feels weird as the final Switch 1 Direct, though.
For sure.
There was nothing about it that was like... And I guess they wouldn't want to do that, though, right? Like, they wouldn't want to bill this as, hey, it's the end of a thing, because they still want to move units, right?
Right. Totally. And that's why you see a game we're launching in 2026 that was announced here. Totally.
Right, yeah. But, like, if they want to move units, fucking put Wind Waker and Twilight Princess in there, man.
I think, like, that pretty much confirmed as far as a game solely developed for Switch 1, there is no more first-party stuff. They're done. That is all going to be moving forward on Switch 2.
Yeah. Which, I mean, that makes sense, right? Because they're going to want to get the Switch 2 in as many hands as possible. They want as big of an attach rate as they possibly can for Switch 1 owners to Switch 2 owners.
Very curious, though, now that Prime was here, what the other games at that Switch 2 Direct are going to be alongside Mario Kart. I mean,
that unannounced Donkey Kong game. If my fantasy critic is correct, or if Shea's fantasy critic is correct, and it's an unannounced Mario game, you would have to show that, right? Yeah. I bet there has to be Zelda on the new console as soon as possible, and so that's probably where we get
Yeah,
Wind
not
Waker,
a new
Twilight
Zelda,
Princess
but
ports.
a port.
Either it's well, let's see. Did the Zelda game where you play as Zelda come out after Tears of the Kingdom?
Yes.
Okay, so in the order of Zelda-ing, the next thing would be a big mainline Zelda game.
Which,
unless they're going to do multiple of the smaller scope ones, which I don't know that they historically do. I don't know enough to say authoritatively.
Right.
But if the next one is a big one, they're not ready to show anything like that. So I feel like Wind Waker, Twilight Princess ports running really well on the new hardware probably makes some sense. I don't know. Well, of course I don't know because it hasn't happened yet. But yeah. So what did they have?
So Twilight Princess HD was 2016. Then Link's Awakening remake was 2019. So 3 years, and then 2 years later was Skyward Sword. That's the most recent remake or port. So it's been 4 years since the last Zelda remake or port.
Yeah, and that Twilight Princess HD that was on Wii U.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. It has been 4 years, so we are overdue. And I think, the move is Wind Waker and Twilight Princess for sure.
Yeah,
because those are the only two remakes that are relegated to the Wii U.
And I feel like outside of Ocarina and Majora's, those are like the
3DS releases.
No, just the 3D Zelda releases. Outside of Ocarina and Majora, those are sort of like people's favorite Zeldas. Like if you take those away, even if you have those are still some of people's favorite Zelda games. Definitely Wind Waker's mine. So yeah, it seems so obvious. And like I said at the beginning, with the rumors that this has been ready and ready to ship for a long time, I just have to believe it exists.
Yeah.
So,
because I do wonder what their launch lineup looks like, right? Like if it's not significant, then they would want to hold something like this back to pad that out.
Right.
I don't know. It'll be interesting, and we'll know in less than a week. Yep. So, all right. Well, hey, Cody, thanks for doing this with me. That was fun.
Yeah, that was a good time. I'm looking now more forward to next week and learning more about the Switch 2. So
yeah, for sure.
We'll be back.
Hope springs eternal. If it's not this this direct, it'll be the next one.
Right. That's
no Hollow Knight Silk Song.
Yeah, that's Summer Games Fest.
There's no Silk Song there. Wow.
All right.
They did him dirty.
Well, we're going to get out of here. We will be back next week doing the same thing for the Switch 2. And then after that, as Kyle mentioned, we'll have our flagship. And then there you'll find out the whole slate of content for April. But until then, I've been Kyle. I've been Cody. You've been Kyle. Or we could switch today. We could switch it up.
Yeah. Hey, look, I've been Cody, y'all. If you disagree with anything that I said, please direct all that vehement language at Cody.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
At Party Select. Remember, Cody specifically. Yes. If you agreed with anything I said, direct all that at Kyle.
Right. That's how it works.
Yep.
All right. We're going to get out of here. And we'll catch you on the next video. Thank you, everyone.